Good morning class 10, this is Sachin Kumar and today we will continue our chapter 6 from NCERT Science, Life Processes. In this part we will discuss about the transportation in plants. So let's start our chapter with a simple picture of photosynthesis. In this picture you can see carbon dioxide and water is being combined and turned into a carbohydrate and oxygen. All this process is happening in sunlight and green leaves. So question is simple, from where the water is coming to the leaves? The answer can be soil, but next question arises how this water is being transported to the leaves from the soil. In the same way, the end product of photosynthesis is carbohydrate, and root also need carbohydrate to produce energy so that it can carry out their function and the processes. So question arises how this root is getting carbohydrate, how this carbohydrate is being transported to the root from the leaves. So let's try to discuss about the transportation of water and carbohydrate in plants. In the small size plant, transportation of water and carbohydrate can be carried out by the simple diffusion, but in large size plant the diffusion process is not sufficient. Therefore, this large size plant had developed a system of conducting tubes. So we will discuss about the first diffusion, and after that we will discuss about the conducting tubes. What is diffusion? Diffusion is movement of a substance from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration. The process of movement of substance from the area of high concentration to the area of low concentration is known as diffusion. This is a picture which is showing what is diffusion. You can see when dye is added to the water, we find that dye is beginning to spread. Once it is and in the end of the process, this is distributed throughout the water. This movement of from very one drop to the other part of the water is known as the diffusion. The diffusion happen in the liquid and gaseous medium. It is a very important process in the plant. It is a very important process for the living organism or living things, as most of the substance move in and out of the cell through the process of diffusion. So what is the conducting tube? Conducting tubes are the system of tubes which help in the transport of the substance from one part of the plant to the other part of a plant is known as conducting tube systems. It is consist of the xylem, and on the other hand it is consist of the phloem. Xylem system of conductive tubes help in transport of the water and mineral from soil to the leaves and the other part. On the other hand, phloem system of conducting tubes help in transport of the food from leaf to the other part of the plants. Xylem system of tubes, conducting tubes, consist of the vessels and the trachea. This is the two main differences between the xylem and phloem. And phloem's conducting tube system consists of the sieve tubes and the companion cell. So there is a simple definition. So here is other definition: translocation of food. What is the meaning of translocation of food? Movement of and transport of the food in plant is not the translocation of food. This differences is very important, xylem and phloem, and the role are very different, important for the exam purpose. So try to remember this two very important difference between the xylem and phloem. So question rise: plant do not have the pumping organ like heart in human. Okay, then how is water transported without pumping organ in plant? Plant have a different mechanism to push and pull water. So plant does not have a pumping organ, but it is having the some different mechanism so that water is pushed from the one location to the other location, or water is pulled from one location to the other location in plants. This push and the pull in plant is generated by the process of transpiration. So let's discuss about what is transpiration. Transpiration, the loss of the water in the form of the water vapor through the pores in a leaf is called the transpiration. Loss of the water in the form of the water vapor through the pores in the leaves is called the transpiration. And this transpiration generate a suction or pull which lead to the pulling the water from the soil, and this pull is known as the transpiration pull. And role of the transpiration in the plant is it help in keeping plant cool and also help in transportation of water from root to the leaves and other part of a plants. So this is very important, transpiration pool and role of a transpiration and what is the transpiration. So with this part of a video is ending, and thank you very much for watching this video. Goodbye.